Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today how to replace the brake light bulb on your Mini first generation. What you're going to need today is a clear bulb, a dual filament bulb which is 12 volts, 21 watts and 5 watts. Now it's very important when you're fitting this bulb has got two pins which are offset, one is higher and one is lower, so when you take the old one out make sure you keep a mental note of where those pins are. It's very important that you put the new one in exactly the same position because you do not want to force it and damage it. And the brake light bulb is in the rear lens here. There's a link above now about the dashboard lights meaning on this Mini first generation. So open up the rear tailgate and you've got this panel here. Just simply pull down on those two levers and remove the panel and just place that in the back. Now the unit containing the three bulbs is here. Now there's no need to unplug the cable. What you do is you just pull down on this clip here whilst pulling the whole unit towards you. So gently pull downwards and then pull back on the whole unit, and there we go, it's removed. Now just gently wiggle it out through the gap. Just lay it down on the carpet in the boot, or the trunk as they say in America. And the brake light bulb is the one at the bottom. This may vary on slightly newer models, so make sure you definitely get the correct one. Take out your new brake light bulb and get that ready. Whilst I'm doing that, there's a link above now about how to reset the tyre pressure warning light on your dashboard. Now it doesn't matter if you touch your fingers on the glass, it only really matters if you're using halogen bulbs. Make sure you wear a glove if you're using halogen bulbs. Remove the old brake light by gently pushing it inwards, then turning it anti-clockwise about 30 to 40 degrees, and note the position of the pins. Now you can see this bulb is blown, it's all dark and burnt inside. Take your new brake light bulb, place it into the socket, line up those pins exactly how the old one came out, and just gently turn it clockwise. And there we go. And before we put it all back, let's just test it out. No point in putting it all the way back and then it doesn't work. So for this you'll need a glamorous assistant, extremely long legs, or you can just film it on your mobile phone and check the footage. I've got my glamorous assistant to press the brake pedal and there we go, it's all working. Now we just need to put the unit back in. There's a link above now about the battery location and how to check the battery on this Mini first generation. Gently wiggle it through the space. Line it all up correctly and then you should just be able to push it in and that clip will just clip on and then that holds it in place. Obviously make sure it's the right way up, but there should only be one way it can go in because of the length of the cable. Whilst I'm pushing that in, there's a link above now about how to replace the headlight bulb on this Mini first generation. It's a little bit tricky trying to get this through the gap, but the three bulbs should line up and then just push it all the way home. Right, that bulb unit is now in. And there's a link above now about the OBD2 port location on this Mini first generation. We can just put the panel door back on. Push it downwards and just push it in, hear those clips go, and then it's time to have a lovely cup of tea and watch a Carry On film. I think I'm going to watch Carry On Camping, my favourite. If you found that video useful, please subscribe by pressing this button down here so you don't miss more videos on how to save you time and money. There's also some other videos around the edges of the screen here. If any of those are useful to you, then you can select those now. Thank you for visiting my channel, everyone. I really appreciate it.